Hey everybody, hi and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing incremental ETL using DeltaStreamer. So this guide focuses on how you guys can currently use DeltaStreamer to basically perform incremental ETL and build denormalized hoodie tables. Okay. So without wasting any further time, let's rock and roll. Before we begin, I wanted to make sure I point out this blog. This blog has all the necessary steps and code explained. So in case if you miss out on anything, please make sure to check the blog. So this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna create two sample hoodie tables, which is order and customer. I have a sample glue job which will create these two tables, okay, on H3. And then the goal is to leverage hoodie streamer, right, to fetch the data from order tables in an incremental fashion, okay, and then join with the customer table. Again, customer table is has been cataloged in Glue Hive Metastore. So with hoodie streamer, we'll read the orders and then perform a join using the SQL-based transformer, and then we're gonna create this curated data. So all of that is in this video. So without wasting any further time, let's rock and roll. So step one is we need to create two sample hoodie tables, which is cataloged in Glue Hive Metastore. So for that, I have a script and simply just run the script. Okay. So let's come here. This will create two sample hoodie tables. So click on script editor, click on create script, and then paste all of this inside. Okay. And then what you want to do is go to job details, type the word sample hoodie tables, select the IAM role, and then we're gonna choose the worker to 3. We don't need 10 workers for this lab, and then go all the way on the bottom section where it says job parameters, and then we're gonna say data lake format to hoodie, and then we'll say conf, okay, and then we'll copy paste the configuration. So over here, I'm gonna copy this, paste this one here, and then I'm gonna save the job. Perfect. And then I'm gonna run the job. So my job is in the running state, as you can see over here. So I'm gonna pause the video and resume once the job is complete. So my job has finally been completed. As you can see, it took about roughly 2 minutes and 57 seconds. And now if we head over to S3, and here you can see I have my two sample bronze hoodie table that I can now teach you incremental ETL approach on these, right? So hopefully you have these two sample tables. Now let's learn the incremental ETL approach. Again, for the incremental ETL, we will be needing two jar files, right? And these jar files, the links for the jar files are given in the GitHub page, README page, okay? So if you click on that, it will take you to Google Drive and you can download these. So we need actually two of them. One is the hoodie utility -slim -bundle _2.12 -0.14 jar. Second one is basically we need the J commander jar and the hoodie spark 3.3 bundle package. So these three jar files needs to be on S3. Now let's learn the incremental ETL approach. So let's begin the incremental ETL approach. So now we have these two tables, and using hoodie streamer, we'll basically fetch the order table in an incremental fashion and join with the customer glue table, okay? And then create this curated data. So how do we do that, right? So again, I'll go over the code shortly. So let me first, set up the glue job, right? So what we will do, let me make sure these two tables are inside this table. Okay, makes sense. All right, so now let's head over to the ETL jobs. Again, same thing, script editor, click on Spark, but this time it's gonna be a Scala script, okay? So now we will copy this code over here. Yeah, this is perfect, okay. We'll copy this code, and then in the job details, we'll use the word incremental ETL. And I'll explain you the code in a second once I finish the setup, okay? So choose the IAM role, type is gonna be Spark, the glue version is gonna be 4.0. The language will be Scala. I don't need 10 workers, 3 workers, 4 workers are more than enough for this job. Advanced settings, go all the way on the bottom section. And here you can see the dependent jar path. So I will basically provide these 3 jar files which are uploaded on S3. So I'll provide the path over here in the dependent jar. And then over here in the additional parameters, we're gonna say class. We're gonna set the value to glue app, I believe. Yep, that's the class that we are using, right? So glue app. Okay, now I have the job ready. Now I'll explain you what the job does, okay? So now let me head over to my LinkedIn blog post so I can probably show you. Okay, watch here guys, okay? So source class, we're using org.apache.hoodie.utilities.sources.hoodie incremental source. So this class will allow us to fetch the data from hoodie table in an incremental fashion, okay? Target, where would you want to build your transactional data lake? So we are providing the target path, right? Now here, this is the important part, right? Transformer class, we're gonna use org.apache.hoodie.utilities.transformer.sql query based transformer. And now over here, we'll provide an SQL query, which will allow us to basically join these two data, okay? So now let me show you that part. Hopefully, if I have it down here. So what we do is we said, hey, you know what? Since we are iterating over order tables in an incremental fashion, right? So you're saying, hey, select a.order ID, a.customer ID, a.product ID, a.order date, and then c.name and then c.email. These are from the customer table, again in the glue table, right? This is the placeholder syntax that we have to use in the SQL transformer. And then we are joining with test.db.customer. So if you see, if I can show you, okay, here. I have a glue database called testdb, and I have two tables inside that. So if you want to access this particular table, you have to use the database dot table name syntax. So just wanted to cover that, and that's it, right? So now you see how easy it becomes, right? You didn't have to write much code, right? So all we did is we said, you know what? I want to use the hoodie incremental source. I'm going to read from this particular hoodie table in an incremental fashion, and then I'm using a SQL transformer to join these two. Simple as that, right? So now let's actually run this. So incremental ETL, just verifying all the details before I run it. Want to make sure all the settings are correct. Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, let's run this. Okay, so we're gonna run this job. So the job is in the running state. Again, I will probably pause the video and resume once the job is complete. But if I go to S3, where is my S3? Over here. Right now, I do not have any silver table, but once that incremental job is complete, you will see these two tables are stitched together now. Okay, so let's take a pause here. Let's wait for a while, and once this job is complete, I'll be back. Okay. All right, the incremental job is now in the complete state. As you can see, succeeded 2 minutes took about 2 minutes 40 seconds, and now let's head over to S3. All right, so now if I refresh, I see a silver zone. Do I? Yes, it is. Perfect. We got the hoodie data. Lovely. Let's see if he was able to join. So let me do query with S3 select JSON, and then run this guy. So hopefully I should see that. Oh yeah, that worked. Perfect. You see, so these three items are from the order table, and these two items are from the customer table. So we were successfully able to perform the incremental ETL, right? Let me see if I have my LinkedIn blog open. Do I have it? I think I closed it, but anyway. So hopefully you got the idea, right? So we were able to fetch the data from the order table in an incremental fashion, and then we were able to join that with the customer table, which is already cataloged in Glue Hive Metastore, and then we were able to create our curated data. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And again, all the code, the jar file, the glue jobs, all of that is there on my GitHub README page. So if you want to try it out in your free time, please go ahead, try these labs out and learn, right? That's about it, right? That's all I have for the video. If you have any further questions, please, let me know your question in the comment section below, and I can try my level best to answer if I know. If I don't know, I'll ask someone, because like everybody, I don't know everything. I'm always learning, So with that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I'll see you in the next video.